Okay, so we now just had contestant number A, and now it's time for contestant B, and we are very excited to hear from contestant B what we...
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
Thank you so much for having time for this, and welcome to the pitch session. I'm going to take you through the rules, and then you can go ahead and continue with the discussion. So we're going to start with the introduction, whereby you're going to tell us everything that you want us to know about yourself. Then we have a pitch position, where you pitch for us categorically why you're fit for this mentorship program. And then the last part will be the resonance speech, where you talk to us about the things that you're doing on a personal level and how this mentorship program would be able to amplify that. Okay, so please carry on.
Hello, I'm Maureen Gitahi from Catholic University, a law student there. I'm a treasurer at Square Law Firm, and I'm so glad to be here.
So what makes you the best person for this mentorship program?
I believe I'll be a voice to the voiceless. By the voiceless, I mean people who are suffering from inequalities in our country. To the kids out there who do not even have a voice to speak, to the poor people out there, I believe I'll be a voice to them. Also to our youth, to show them there is hope out here. It's not all about staying at home and doing a lot of nothing. Mm-hmm. Yes.
What do you think the youth are doing that you as a lawyer would put in place that they change? What do you think they're doing wrong, and why do you think they're in that position?
I'll start with why do I think they're in that position. One, it's normalization of I can do anything and there's nothing which will be done about it. Mm-hmm. The normalization of I found this being done, so I'm supposed to just do whatever it's being done. Mm-hmm. I feel like as a youth, you're supposed to be an ambitious person who comes out with ideas that will help our country to go to a next level. Mm-hmm. So to my fellow youths out there, it's not okay to just sit out there and do a lot of nothing. We have a lot of things to do as a country to make it a better place to us, for us, all of us. Yeah.
So what will you do differently? Given a chance and a position to make an impact, what will you do differently to change the world?
As a youth, first of all, there's this normalization of corruption. It's not okay. It's okay not to be okay. I'll be a voice to anti-corruption. I'll be a voice to justice in our country. As a lawyer, when I go to the court of law, let me represent people in the right way, in the right manner, in the right direction. So I'll be advocating for peace, advocating for justice, advocating to go out there and do your best, do your level best. Yes.
Okay. So if you check the country's position at the moment, we're dealing with an economic crisis. We're dealing with a major of around 54% approximately and higher that are unemployed. I think it goes all the way to the 70s. And when you check the structuralization of the unemployment crisis we have in Kenya and the outlawed systems that are put in place that do not work, what do you think the Law Society of Kenya can do to make sure that we do stretch out the government to keep on toes and ensure that they come back and fix things for the youth?
Let's start by first of all finding the root of all this in our country. When you start from the root of something, you cut the roots, you go to the stems, and then you go to the leaf. Mm-hmm. So why are we suffering from unemployment in our country? It's because we are only looking at the basis of everything. We are not going down there to the roots. So in the Law Society, this normalization of corruption, I'll speak more about corruption because it all comes to corruption. I feel like I should employ my sister where someone else should be. Someone who has those qualities. They're not getting that chance to show them. So I'll start there. Also in the Law Society, the corruption where I have been jailed for this and I'm taken to a court of law. And my brother feels he has the right to go and corrupt a judge a lawyer to be on my side instead of fighting for peace, fighting for justice that the other person requires.
So, categorically, I'd want to go on a sensitive topic. We have a crisis ongoing on Jeff, on the death of Jeff, for example. Do we still blame that on a corruption basis, or what do you think should be done as a lawyer?
On a personal level, I would say yes, we do. We are blaming this on someone, on a certain person. We are saying they are behind all this, but this person is walking out there freely. There's nothing that is being done. We have not seen the DCI telling us that we have reached at this point in this investigation. It's just a quiet place. No one is speaking about it. Only the citizen out there who feel that justice should be done. So yes, I feel there is some corruption there.
There's some corruption that is going on.
Yeah.
And in such a circumstance, because Jeff's story is just an example, I just use it because it's a recent case that we can all collaboratively think on. But for such cases that do happen everywhere across the country, what do you think should be done, or what measures should be put in place to bring some change?
That's a very good question. What I feel should be done, let's be the people who, I first of all appreciate my fellow citizens out there who are very stand firm with saying, no, we can't let this go. We have to fight for this person. When these cases occur, let's not let people walk away with these things freely. Let's see something being done. Because I also feel like when we are seeing like nothing is being done right now, this is what is normalizing murder in our country. Because if someone who is a suspect to this thing is walking freely, so it means I can kill someone and nothing will be done to me. I also feel like at a personal level, let every person believe in justice. Let every person believe in equality. Because it's very unfair someone to be killed in our country and there's nothing that is being done about it. Everyone is quiet, the government is quiet, there's nothing that is being done about it. So I also feel and call out to the government, do something about it, show our youth that there's something that you're doing to make our country a better place. Yeah.
Given a chance to use a Mali community to make an impact to the society, what would you like to impact?
I'll first of all start with being a voice for the kids out there. When we come to the kids, this is something that everyone is silent about, but they are not seeing the abuse that is there out there. I'll also use this as a voice to my fellow youth. I would want them to make a change to our country. I would want them to be very great people. It's not all about you going to school and finishing school and going to corporate world. I believe you can do something to our country. You can be a better person. And me saying this, I say it with a lot of love to you all. Do something to our country. Make our country a better place. Let each and every person out there admire whatever you're doing in our country. And it will help us grow as a country in unification.
Great. I think that will be the end of my questions. Do you have any? Well, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I do have a question.
Please go ahead.
If I'm a member of this Mali community, and I would want to help street kids, I would want to help children at the orphanage, how would you help me? Yeah.
So I believe in a community that allows partnerships, which is why we, in a part of our team, we have one of us who has a very good MBA, and she has been looking, into the partnership perspective to ensure that we have a community that's all-rounded and oriented. So some of the partnerships that we've been able to capture in and put in our inventory is partners and foundations and organizations that we feel can collaborate with us when it comes to such adventures. And so you as an individual with a prospect, let's say for example you do want to go to a children's home, what should be the aim. Let's say, for example, your aim is that you want to go and do a mentorship program for a day. And so what we can basically do is that we can reach out to a network of mentors, and we can collaborate with them through you to interlink you to the home. And let's say we back you up with all the data and the statistics that you might require in making sure you not only go there to mentor them, but you also have a direct count of where they're heading, and it's easy for you to evaluate their growth across the entire time. And I believe we have all the articulate skills to ensure that we do help you monitor the same, so that you can also measure what was my impact, and after 5 years, where are these kids since the last time I mentored them. This is also going to be a good space for you to take it up personally. I know we are going to be like as a Mali community, but you as an individual, it will also help you have a stepping stone towards ensuring that you pursue your own personal adventure, and having us as just as a community and bringing you to the bridge where you can easily speak for yourself and push on your agenda by yourself, with or without Amali. So it's more of, we will empower you and articulately ensure that you're well structured to do whatever you might feel you want, for as long as it is to the reach out of the youth. And the youth, we're talking about 0 to the age of 35. So this is going to help you be in that place so you can reach them and monitor in the long term, so that it's not just a visit to a children's home. You can find solutions towards ensuring you're engaging with these kids in a long term. Yeah.